Hi guys! Well, first off, let me start off by saying a big thank you for all your love and support that I got on that recent tag video, the Diary of a YouTuber, I think it's called. You guys left some really great comments. I really appreciate it. And something I should have elaborated on in that video, and I really wish I would have. I did go back and make like a small, little note, but for those of you that already saw the video, of course, you would have missed that. There was a lot of comments, focusing on like subscribers and stuff. And I just want to say, I've never been all about the number and subscriber number. That's always kind of, not been my thing. But just so you know, those of us that are video creators, that's just one of the ways that we know, are we doing a good job, by the subscriber numbers and the views and the comments, the engagement, the likes. So that's just something I should have touched on a little more, is that's how we kind of gauge, are we doing a good job? Are we giving you, what you like to see? So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the great comments, hanging in there, watching my videos, commenting. I so appreciate it. So let's get on to this video. This is going to be a little bit of a haul and a little bit of product update. So first off, let's start with the shirt I'm wearing. I feel like it looks like pajamas looking at it in the viewfinder with my bed behind me. It's really comfortable. It is this top I got. It's kind of like a tunic from Target. So this is what it actually looks like. It just goes down. I have the sleeves rolled up. It's like a really cute pattern. Really comfortable. Just wanted to mention that because it's a kind of recent purchase for me. Let's start out with foundation. What I'm wearing is actually this product I'm going to talk about. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage. It is camouflage makeup for face and body, broad spectrum, SPF 15. And I am in the color 1 in 3 Creamy Vanilla. And I first heard about this from Emily, Emily Noel 83. Of course, I'll link anybody I talk about, I'll link their channel below. She has been wearing this a lot lately, and I just thought it sounded like something I really wanted to try. So again, I am wearing it today. I think it's absolutely beautiful for filming, for special occasions, but it's a little heavy for me for everyday use. It tends to settle slightly right here, have some fine lines right in here. It does emphasize those ever so slightly just on me because that's an area I have. If you have really good skin, it's not gonna emphasize anything. It's just gonna look fabulous. What I do like it for, surprisingly, is some of the, scarring, acne scarring I have here, which, are indented scars. It actually helps fill that in and look a little bit smoother. It is a very velvety feeling foundation, a thick foundation. A little goes a long way, so a tip for you there. The first time I used it, I actually squirted out way too much on the back of my hand. So it is a squeeze tube, pretty much just like the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. Squeeze tube like that. Like I said, very velvety, nice, thick finish. It actually fills in, because I have like more prominent pores right here by my nose, fills in the pores and things really, really well. I don't wear any extra concealer when I use this. That's saying something for me because, as most of you know, I have a lot of redness in my skin. I have a lot of, any acne that's clearing up. It's left hyperpigmentation behind. So normally I have to use concealer. So really love this, but yet it's a little much for me every day because I feel like it can look slightly heavy on my particular skin. Let's just stick with foundation. And oddly enough, this is also something I saw Emily hauling recently. We must have been on the same wavelength, which a lot of times I find we are. This is the Bobbi Brown. This is the stick concealer, and it's actually called Foundation Stick. I think Skin Foundation Stick. I have had this in my cart at Sephora ever since it came out, like several months back, whenever they reformulated it. I love stick foundations. I used to use them years ago. One of my favorites was actually from the drugstore. I think it was from L'Oreal because I'm wanting to say it was in like a silver tube. I loved it because it was quick, but yet it covered anything I might have had going on. I mean, I just love stick foundations. You guys remember the pan stick kind of foundation from Max Factor years and years ago? That was some heavy duty stuff. But anyway, love a good stick foundation. So I finally purchased this. I'm in the color 2.25, which is Cool Sand, and it matches me really good. I actually went through the foundation finder to color match me the Skin ID or Skin IQ, whatever it's called, from Sephora. And as you can see, I've had this for, I don't know, several weeks now, actually. This is how much of it, you can see I've already used like that much. And I mainly just use this on the weekends. Very creamy. Basically what I do is just, you know, draw on some stripes on my face. I usually do like 3 lines here, 1 here. And then I just use a brush to blend it in. And you can use any brush to blend this in. I found for some reason I really like this Sephora Professional. This is the number 56. So it's a little bit smaller, and what I do is just buff it. I mean, you could use any type, I would say, of buffing brush, because this being a stick, it's a little bit, it's not gonna glide, you know, like a regular liquid foundation, so you really kind of have to buff it in. You could use your fingers too, but I just found I really like this combination. It looks so natural on the skin. It's one of those, I can still see freckles or any kind of spots showing through, but yet at the same time, it gives me this even coverage. If you are someone that doesn't have like a lot going on with your skin to cover up, like, you know, acne wise or hyperpigmentation or anything like that, this is going to be fantastic. I think you would really like it because, like I said, it looks very natural, very skin-like, but yet it does have some coverage. Typically, I will wear a thin veil of like a powder foundation over it, whether it be the Studio Fix by MAC, or I'll show you another one here in a second. Anyway, love that because it's quick. I get decent coverage out of it, but yet I don't look like I'm wearing makeup. So also along those same lines, something that I've wanted to try for a really long time, I usually only have to use a corrector when my allergies are really bad. So I wanted to try the Bobbi Brown corrector, and I got it in the color Light Bisque. If you're more medium skin tone, you'll probably just want Bisque or some of the other shades. I knew Bisque would be a little too orangey on me, give me the opposite effect of what I'm trying to do. And basically with a corrector, all I'm doing, this is what it looks like. All I'm doing is putting it kind of in the corners of my eye where I have the most redness. Mine is more of like a red to bluish tone because of allergies making it look that way. So I have both redness and a little bit of bluish, so sometimes it can almost look purpley sometimes. So I just put it in the corners, and then a lot of times I won't even need concealer. So sometimes I'll either just use concealer or I'll just use this. Most of the time I don't use both though. This is a thicker formula if you've never used this before, and it will feel tacky. However, I find that I really don't even need to set it. As odd as that sounds, you would think it being tacky feeling and thick, it would settle into fine lines. I don't find that it does that, and I don't find it migrating. I usually set things just to be on the safe side anyway, but I have not set this before and found I didn't have any problems. So let's talk the other foundation that I sometimes will use over this if I want just a little more coverage. I went ahead and bought the Bare Minerals Matte, and I bought it in the full size, and this is in the color Fairly Light. Someone new that I've been watching recently, her name is Shelby. I will link her channel below. She works at a Bare Minerals counter. She has great videos showing you how to choose your shade, you know, your undertone, all that, because I know with Bare Minerals, they have so many now, it can really be hard, and a lot of them have a lot of very yellow undertone. So her videos have been great, just learning a little bit more about Bare Minerals, because like most of us, I started using this back when it first came out on the infomercials like 10 years ago or whatever, or even more than that it was. And I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with it along the way. It's like, I'll get back into it and I'll really like it, then I don't love it as much. You know, one of those things. I think a lot of us have been there with this product. Because I do have, you know, some issues going on with my skin, I can't always wear real reflective or glowy products because they just draw attention to those areas that I don't want. That's why I picked up the matte. I have to say though, at first I picked up a kit, and I really recommend this kit if you are looking to try Bare Minerals. Some of their main products. It was so inexpensive. I threw away the box, but I'll link it below. I think it was $20 or $22 from Sephora. It comes with these little brushes. Look how cute these are. I don't always love the Bare Minerals brushes. However, this one feels nice and more dense. I don't know if it's because it's smaller or they've reformulated them. I have no idea. You get a matte and an original in the Bare Minerals, which I think is great because then you can use either one. And I don't know how many of you saw Tiffany's video recently, Makeup by Tiffany D. She did a great video and actually touched on a lot of the things that my frustrations I have with this foundation. She did a great video on how she's been making this work using both the matte and the original, so I'll link that below. I ended up getting this kit in medium beige only because they didn't have the fairly light, and I thought this time of year I would probably be able to get away with medium beige, which I can. It's slightly dark, but not anything I can't work with. Then you also get a little summer bisque, which I really love. And then you also get a mineral veil, which the mineral veil has been a favorite of mine off and on for years. It's one of those products, every time I go back to use it, I love it. And it's like, why did I stop using this? It just makes pores disappear. It makes your makeup look flawless. It makes your makeup last. Really love the mineral veil. Okay, 2 primers that I picked up a while ago, and it took me a while to figure out, do I like these? Do I not? What led me to this one, this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Targeted Pore and Line Primer. What led me to this is when I was doing some research just on kind of the best ways for those of us with, like, you know, depressed acne scars. Sometimes makeup just makes your skin look worse when you have that. And this came up. It is a thicker consistency primer. I mean, like really thick. So I'm gonna squeeze it out here. So here it is. And you probably can't tell on camera how thick it is. So don't be surprised when you see the thickness, but that is what would help it work. I can't say I love this and I think it works miracles for that area. It is a nice primer though. I do really like it. It does not have a huge silicone feel like a lot of the other Smashbox primers do. I also picked up the 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer from them. This is, I believe both of these are somewhat newer products. I'm not sure how new. This I don't really care for. This again is super thick, so I'm going to squeeze it and see if you can. I mean, I'm squeezing right now. It's barely coming up, but you need such a little amount. It is an extremely thick product. It's even more thick than this. But I think it grabs shadow too much, and I don't like that. It's like, it works great at having your shadow last a long time. 24 hours, who's to say? You know, I don't leave my makeup on 24 hours. So it is a great primer. However, to me, shadows stick to it too much. We've all been there, I feel like, where you have that great primer, but as soon as you try to blend, it won't. So I would pass on that. 2 things I just picked up from IT Cosmetics. I have not tried them. That's why I said this was a haul and a haul kind of updates. This is the Vitality Lip Flush Butter Gloss. I already have one of these. This is in their new shade, the News Anchor Blue. And this is based on the premise that blue makes your teeth look whiter, makes your smile look brighter. So it is actually blue. Like I said, I just got this. I have not tried it yet. There's what it looks swatched. Basically just, you know, the iridescence that, like I said, is supposed to make your teeth look whiter. And then I thought I would try out, this is the Bye Bye Lid Lines Age Reverse Crease Proof Shadow Primer. It's just your typical wand primer. It says translucent, but does have a tiny bit of tint, but probably disappears on the eyes. Again, I have not tried that yet. If you guys have tried either one of these, please let me know what you think of them. Okay, getting down to the end here, these last few things are haul items. Just picked up a new nail polish. I've been into blue nail polish lately, especially like baby blue, even though I know I have on bright blue now. This is CoverGirl. I've shown it on my Instagram recently. It's in Breezy Blue, and it's just a great, really baby blue polish. I hope it's showing up true color. Something that I've been using a ton lately, I almost put it in my July favorites, but I didn't want to jump the gun. That is a new liner by CoverGirl, or at least it's new to me, but the packaging says new, and it's called Ink It. It says all day eye pencil, vibrant high impact color, glides on smoothly, pen-like precision, self-sharpening pencil, crease and fade resistant, and waterproof. Well, I've been wearing this on my waterline and then tight lining a little bit with it. I have it actually in the color charcoal, which I love a gray liner. So it looks like this, and I am wearing it today. It's kind of got this weird little mechanism here, and you do twist it up. And I guess when you twist it up and put it back in the cap, that's when it kind of sharpens it. I'm not really exactly sure how those kind of things work, but I love the color, and it does stay a long time. It does not irritate my eyes. I have such a problem with that. Some of the great liners that last a long time, you know, they irritate my eyes. That's why I normally wear the makeup forever. Here are a couple of swipes, and it actually, on my eyes, I don't know if you can tell, it actually looks almost like a hair blue, like a blue gray slightly. That's what I really like about it. And lately, this is all I've been wearing, and it's even replaced, for the time being, my beloved Chanel Marine Liner, which is that navy liner that I always wear because it just gives that nice brightness in the waterline. So really love this, highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for a pencil, inexpensive, stays in the waterline, try the CoverGirl Ink It. I really, really like this. Last is two shadows by Milani. These are their new Bella Eyes eyeshadow. My CVS had the whole display. I wasn't sure on what colors to get. I really haven't watched a lot of videos on them. These were just the two that stood out to me. I haven't even opened this one. The one is Bella Charcoal, number 11. It's just a really beautiful, deep charcoal gray. So there's a finger swatch. There's what it looks like, very pretty. The other one is Bella Taupe, because who doesn't love a good neutral taupe shadow? This one looks like it has a hint of purple to it. This one doesn't look quite as shimmery as the other one either. And here's that one. So you can see this one has definitely some more sheen to it than this one. Both are pretty. I have worn this one. I do like both of these. I don't feel the need to rush out and get the whole collection or probably buy any more. I wish the navy that was in the collection was a matte. I would have totally gotten it then. I'm always on the hunt for a great matte navy. So there are my product updates, a little bit of a haul. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.